Chapter 3 King's Fall Final Recut. The seal breaks. In the heart of a desolate canyon, an old, rusted electromagnetic rice cooker, sealed decades ago by the evil containment wave, sat half-buried beneath cracked stone and wind-blown ash. Suddenly, a sharp crack pierced the silence. Tiny fissures spread across the container, glowing with sinister light. The air grew heavy. The skies darkened. Then, with a deafening boom, the container exploded, shards scattering as a pillar of black smoke and energy erupted into the sky. From within, a tall figure emerged, cloaked in tattered robes. His green skin gleamed, and two long antennae twitched as he floated out, arms spread wide. King Piccolo had returned. He inhaled deeply and laughed, a cruel, ancient laugh. After all these years, the world is still ripe for conquest. He raised one clawed hand and slammed it into the earth. From beneath crawled two monstrous figures, Tambourine and Cymbal, reborn in his dark image. Come, my children, I sense a new devil has risen, one who bathes in blood. Let's see if he bows or burns. Demon meets devils. Elsewhere in the Rocky Highlands, Kakarot and Tien were mid-sparring, their movements a blur. Every strike shattered boulders. Every impact shook the hills. Chiaotzu hovered nearby, watching intently. Then, they all stopped. A dark energy blanketed the sky, something ancient, rotten, powerful. Suddenly, a wave of force blew through the canyon, and King Piccolo landed with his minions at his sides, cloak fluttering behind him. "You must be the monkey," Piccolo said, his voice like thunder. Kakarot sneered. "You must be the fossil." Tien smirked. "So the stories are true." Piccolo's crimson eyes narrowed. "I see now. You're not heroes. You're predators." He stepped forward, teeth clenched. "But Earth belongs to me, and I don't share."
As the battle lines were drawn, Tambourine and Cymbal lunged toward Chiaotzu, energy blades drawn, roaring in sync. Chiaotzu raised a hand, unleashing a telekinetic burst that slammed them back midair. But they came again, harder. Cymbal rained ki blasts from above, while Tambourine tried to flank. Chiaotzu's eyes glowed. "You're not even worthy of Tien's time!" He formed an orb of white light above his palm, and hurled it like a comet, detonating between the two demons. They screamed as fire engulfed them, but still charged through, clawing and snarling. Chiaotzu grunted, levitated upward, and then locked both in a paralysis field. Their limbs froze mid-motion. Their eyes went wide in panic. "You think I'm weak because I'm small?" Chiaotzu whispered. "You have no idea." He pressed his palms together, gathering psychic energy. The air warped. "Mind Crush!" The psychic blast ripped through their brains. Both screamed, fell, and never rose again. Chiaotzu hovered above their corpses, silent, solemn. The battle with King Piccolo. King Piccolo watched his minions fall and snarled. "You'll pay for that!" But before he could act, Tien appeared behind him, planting a foot in his back and sending him flying through 3 cliffs. Piccolo staggered up, coughing. "You dare?" Kakarot flashed in front of him, fist already connecting with Piccolo's jaw, launching him skyward. The Namekian twisted in the air to recover, only to be slammed down by Tien's spinning kick. He hit the ground so hard it cracked into a crater. The two boys floated above him, smirking. "Is this it?" Kakarot said. "You were supposed to be terrifying." Piccolo roared and released a burst wave from his mouth. Tien dodged and countered with a blazing Dodon ray, singeing Piccolo's chest. The king growled, wounded and frustrated. "You're playing with me," he hissed. Kakarot cracked his knuckles. "Exactly." The next few minutes were a dance of domination. Piccolo striking with wild, powerful moves,
and Tien and Kakarot dodging, blocking, countering. They were stronger, faster, smarter. They weren't just defeating him. They were enjoying it. King Piccolo's breathing turned ragged. Blood dripped from his mouth. His robes were torn. His hands glowed with desperate energy. "I won't die here. Not like this." He rose high into the sky and screamed, gathering all his ki into a sphere larger than a house. Kakarot yawned. Tien pointed lazily at the sky. "Shall we end it?" "Not yet," Kakarot smirked. Then suddenly, Piccolo froze, clutching his gut. His chest convulsed, his body hunched over. And then, he screamed. His mouth opened wide. Whoosh! He spat out a glowing egg, covered in slime and energy, and with one final breath, he hurled it toward the sky. The egg blasted off like a rocket, vanishing into the distance. Tien blinked. Where'd that go? Kakarot's eyes followed it. He made sure it survives. A legacy. A challenge. Tien. You gonna let it live? Kakarot. Definitely. I want to see what it becomes. Then I'll break it. Piccolo, now trembling, barely upright, lifted his hand one last time. You'll regret. He didn't finish. Tien's eyes narrowed. Let's finish this. End of a king. Tien flared with energy and fired a tri-beam straight at Piccolo, pinning him in place. Kakarot flew up, a malicious grin spreading across his face. Bye, Grandpa. He launched a massive Kamehameha, larger than anything he'd ever used before. It collided with the tri-beam, forming a swirling beam of destruction. Piccolo screamed one final time as the combined attack consumed him, tearing apart his very atoms. When the light faded, nothing remained. No bones, no ashes, just silence. Darkness rising. The wind blew gently across the shattered canyon. Tien floated down next to Kakarot. That was satisfying. Kakarot chuckled. I liked his last breath, full of fear. Chiaotzu arrived. His minions are dead. Tien nodded. So is he. Kakarot stared toward the sky where the egg had vanished. A new enemy will come, he said, stronger than the king. Tien smirked. Then we'll get stronger too. Their evil bond, built on battle and blood, grew that day. And above them, far across the world, an egg crashed into the earth and pulsed with life. To be continued. Don't forget to subscribe to Malachi 8813 for more.